Shalom everyone, this is Rabbi Yonatan in Caulfield Park with the Torah Thought for the week from Parashat Nasso. Nasso means lift up. Nasso et rosh b'nei Gershon. Lift up the heads of the house of Gershon. And this is part of a census that's been going on since the last Parsha. But it's interesting that the language that's used is lift up the head. And the commentators love this because we don't just count people, they're not just numbers. But we have to help people lift their heads up so they can hold their heads up high. It's hard to hold your head up high when you're suffering, or when you're down, or when you think things are just overwhelming, as many people do at a time like this during a global pandemic. I am from Minneapolis, and I've had a really tough week watching the news, watching my hometown on fire. I worry about my parents, and my family, and my community, and my first synagogue where there's thousands of people, and all of the people, and of course it's spread across the United States. And it's so troubling when we see what difficult times like this can do to people, the angers that it can raise, and the destruction that it can cause. You know, I'm reminded that when my family was in Hawaii in December for my big 50th birthday, that I was in a restaurant and the woman who was helping us asked where we were from. And I said, well, Minneapolis, but we're living in Australia. Do you love it? We do. She says, but I'm so sorry about all the fires that are ravaging your country. And I said, yeah, it's really, really sad. And it's really hard to see. And she said to me, you know, I feel like the whole world is on fire. I'll never forget that. Because I felt in that moment that she was right. It wasn't just Australia, but the whole world was on fire. And it feels like the whole world is on fire. And how can we put out that fire? Fire and anger is in the Jewish tradition, gvura. It's a part of God's work, or the way that God emanates in the world. But the counter to that, which we bring in, is the chesed, is the water, which puts out the fire. May God bless us that we can help put out this fire through compassion, through love, through helping other people. I invite each one of us to raise our heads up high so that we can rise to the occasion of doing just that, of bringing some compassion and love and help into a world on fire. As it says in our Parsha, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you safe. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's countenance shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God raise up God's face, God's countenance to you and grant you peace. We all say Amen. Shabbat Shalom.